What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Hunter Fisher. Welcome back to another epi banger video. Today we're out at one of my university's lakes, not one of them, or the Bradford chain is actually what it's called. I'm going to spot leak or whatever. I don't really care at this point. But today's video, guys, is very special. Y'all are probably seeing this after the day that my birthday is, because it's my birthday in about 2 days from the day I'm filming this. I got myself a new BFS reel. This right here, guys, is the Curado BFS. Now this reel, I got it for a really cheap deal. This guy bought one and said he didn't really like it, so he sold it to me for 140 bucks, which was a great deal. It's usually a $190 reel, and to be honest, for a BFS reel, it's a great entry price reel, because the thing is there's not a lot of BFS reels in the American market, yet there is this one. So today's video is going to be all about Curado BFS. I've actually already gotten to cast it and got it dialed in so far. It's relatively good to dial in, but the rod I have on it is not that great. So the thing is I'm waiting on a rod to restock right now. So one of my favorite rod companies to always use is Dobyns. I think he can say that Dobyns is pretty great. We're on the Bass team, we're sponsored by Dobyns, so I'm waiting for Dobyns to restock their BFS rod, because they have an amazing BFS rod. So I'm just waiting on that as of right now. But the rod that I have paired with it is an H2O Express rod that is rated for kind of a dumb weight range. I'm not gonna lie, for a 5'6" rod, you'd think it'd be lighter. It's a 1/8 to a ½ ounce rod, and to be honest with you, I'm using a 1/8 ounce popper today, and I don't think it's gonna be able to handle that popper the way I want it to. At least loading up wise, it's not gonna do it. But if I want to throw flukes or a Ned rig or something today, I think I'm gonna have no problem casting those today, because what I got this BFS reel for is specifically bass BFS. Pretty much this reel is going to eliminate my need of a spinning reel, is what the whole point of this reel and this combo that I'm putting together is going to be. I bought that $30 rod just to be a substitute so I can go test it out today. Eventually I might do a whole review on it if I actually like it that much, but to be honest with you, for a power BFS rod, it might not be too shabby. Today's video is gonna be all about the Curado BFS. Like I said, there's bait hitting right over there, dude.
I'm afraid to throw it.
Yeah, I think it'd be risky. So far, what I actually have thrown on there is 10-pound braid from Beyond Braid. And if you guys want to go check out Beyond Braid, use code Hunter, you get 10% off, of course. But Beyond Braid is essentially a multicolor braid. What I'm using is essentially a 10-pound braid to a 10-pound leader. It's actually fluorocarbon on a top water, which makes 0 sense, as usual. But the thing is if I'm working the top water relatively fast, I don't need to worry about sink rate. So far, the reel itself has a drag clicker, it has the finesse tune braking system. Has a usual, I think it's called the Hagani. No, it doesn't have the Hagani body frame, I think. Actually, it might. Yeah, it doesn't have the Hagani body frame. It has, oh no, it does. It does have the Hagani body frame, I lied. So, I mean, relatively, it looks like a great reel. Honestly, I'm gonna test it out today, see what my really opinions are. But first impressions so far, this reel looks awesome. I think it feels awesome. It literally took me like, what, 20 seconds to get dialed in? It took me 20 seconds to get it dialed in. I still have to figure out how to cast with it. Yeah, and really, to be honest, what I'm gonna be using this today, I'm not gonna need to cast out to Mars or anything today. I'm gonna be casting probably from me to 24 feet, 20, 40 feet, whatever in front of me. I'm really not worried about casting a country mile. So really, so far, my review of the reel, at least at this point in the video where I haven't even got on the water and tested it yet, is that I love it. I love Curados in general, so I mean, it's not saying a whole lot, to be honest with you. Today, we're gonna go test it out, see what it's all about, and see if it can handle a little bit of some bassin'. So we're gonna get out there in the water and have a little fun. I'll see you guys in the water, and I'll give you guys a review in about a little bit after I catch a few fish. All right, guys. We're already at a spot that we just saw some fish schooling at, so I'm gonna take a quick cast just to show you guys how it casts with this tiny lure at the bottom of its weight range real quick. Pretty good. That was actually a really much better cast than I was casting earlier.
From the boat, you got more movement range.
You got one? I just stopped recording too. Oh dang, decent one.
Right in the mouth. All I was doing was reeling it. Exactly. He felt bigger than he was at first. You know how long it's been since I pulled this rod out?
Did you lose him? Bro, my content.
My content. You missed me. Okay.
The only thing I'm not liking so far is how not easy it is to change the brakes, which I guess to be honest, that's what I don't like about my Daiwa. Yeah. How easy the brakes are to change.
Does it like slip or something?
Yeah, it slips on its own. That's what I don't like about the Daiwa. But I also don't like how hard it is to change on here because I don't have fingernails. But the thing is I feel like I'm just complaining.
You're giving it a good critical review. That's fair.
Yeah. Camera. Still haven't caught a fish on the jackhammer. If I don't catch a fish on a black and blue jackhammer, jackhammers don't work. Ooh. As soon as I said it, dude. As soon as I said it, dude. As soon as I said it, dude. Dude, as soon as I said it, guys. Holy crap. I said, if I don't catch a fish on a black and blue jackhammer, jackhammers don't work. And I think jackhammers work.
That's cool.
Maybe I need to say that more often.
About yourself? Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Everybody else does.
No one believes in me. Let's go, guys. First fish today on a jackhammer.
Kind of like grass, too. That's like,
Yep.
I'm gonna go scary.
Literally throwing right in the grass and just ripping through.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, usual jackhammer stuff. Buddy, calm down. Let's go, guys. Another fish on the jackhammer. Let's go. Luke asked you to see if you're with your buddy. Did you catch fish too? Oh my God.
Hold that fish.
I'm getting this on Snapchat right now. Is that a dink? Luke, we are catching fish right now.
Dink on top water, so it's cool.
Dink on top water, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Let me take a freaking double up selfie. Waffle flopper?
Yeah, very much so.
That's good.
You're undermining the ability of flopping.
Maybe you're just fishing waffle flopper wrong.
Definitely. I don't like it.
Oh, there's one.
You got one up?
Yep.
Oh, that's nice. How's that like? Oh, you barely got one. You got one. I'm letting you.
He's not even pulling drag.
No,
Nah, he's not coming off.
you got them little hooks up.
Oh, he comes off in the boat. He just smacked the crap out of me. Did you hear that? First fish on the Curado, boys. Let's go. I gotta take a picture of it. All right, boys, let him go.
Put it in reverse, Terry. Put it in reverse.
Okay, guys, this is a little bit of a vlog update after catching one fish on the combo. So far, my opinions on it. The reel outworks the rod where the rod is falling short. By the way, it's starting to rain. I need to hurry up and talk about this thing. So to be honest, so far, it is great reel. So it's a great reel so far. The drag is really consistent. It feels really good. The cast ability, I've backlashed I think really once. That was at least a little bad. And to be honest, it really wasn't that bad at all, really. So to be honest, like as far as what I'm thinking about the reel so far, I love it. The Curado BFS is a great reel. Of course, I didn't really buy the reel thinking it was going to be bad, and it definitely is doing what I need it to. Maybe in a little bit I might try something else, but to be honest, the popper's working right now. I'm not going to throw what's not working. So at the end of the day, you don't want to leave biting fish, and you also don't want to leave a good lure. So we're probably I'm gonna keep throwing the popper around. We're getting a little bit of inclement weather here and there, just trolling us a little bit. But one thing I will say about the rod that I got paired with it is that the rod is not that great. The action is not at all there. It feels like it's just like it's too stiff for what I'm doing with it. If I was using like maybe a Ned rig or a mini jig, it'd be fine, or like maybe a beetle spinner for that matter. It's just not doing what I really want it to do. Not really too happy with it, but where the rod's falling short, I'm making up with the reel because I don't really know why. It just is. So at the end of the day, I think the reel makes it for where the rod falls flat, and I definitely think it's a good reel so far. I'll give you guys a further update down the road, but I'm gonna put my camera up and get back to fishing. Yep. That's a fish, isn't it? I'm throwing top water. Bro, what is it with you and that bait and catching like smaller fish? Dude, that's a little tiny one. I'm sorry, but like, how is it that small? Biting that. That one just is extra mad. Oh. Let me get in there too. Need to flip. Bro, what happened? Yep, a little longer, boy.
Yeah, it's healthy, he's chunky.
You're... There we go. It's a bass. It's on the mules.
Where'd you get second one?
You want to do me a favor? Actually, you know what? I can get him. There we go. Another one for the book boys on the Mule Horsefly. Let's get that picture of that bait in that mouth. I'm trying to get the bottom bait in the picture too. Fishing the double rig. Yep, boys, I actually saw this on a online outdoorsman video of him fishing his new baits like this exactly. And that is how I caught these boys. Literally, we're just seeing them like blow up on bait or something, like bugs possibly. I don't know if it's these guys blowing up on them or a bluegill maybe, but that's what they were doing there. So what his rig is it's kind of like what we call a chicken rig for crappie, or a fish finder rig is what we call it sometimes where I'm from. But chicken rig I think is a more universal name, I'm pretty sure. But this right here is one mule jig up here and another mule jig up here. Both of them are 1/80th ounce, so I'm actually using a 1/80th ounce with the BFS gear. So yep, that was the first fish on this stuff for the day. Non-top water fish finally. So bro, oh my god, I wasn't even recording.
Oh, no.
Are you kidding? It's a bluegill. First bluegill in the Eurotackle. Let's go. Bro, why does he look like that? That's a hybrid. Yeah, well, the shellcracker has a longer ear. That's a hybrid. Oh, well, he's off. That's all that matters now. See, that's the one that I've always wanted to see out here, the hybrid out here. That's what's on here. They're just massive freaking gills, dude. You're right about that. I thought they were bass.
I thought that was a bass.
All right, guys, so we are wrapping up for the day. I caught, I don't know, 2 or 3 fish on the Curado BFS, but I did lose a little bit of GoPro clip, and my GoPro died right at the last minute as I was bringing it in. There's a fly in the water, and a bluegill is going to smack that fly for sure. As far as for the Curado BFS review overall, this isn't really a review because I know a lot of people will get triggered if I just say review and I've only used it for a day. My first impression so far, the reel is awesome. It would be even better if I had a good rod to pair with it that has great action. I'm waiting for that Dobbins because I know that Dobbins will be perfect for exactly what I need it to be. In the future, I'm going to be trying out a lot more baits with it, like shaky heads, Ned rigs, flukes, weightless flukes, whatever it may be. I'm just going to try a lot more stuff with it. So hopefully in the future I can do a little bit more work with it, talk about it some more. But honestly, so far, I really like it. I caught a shellcracker, red ear sunfish bluegill hybrid fish there a minute ago, and that I would say is probably a bigger fish than harder fighting fish than the bass I was catching. And that harder fighting fish kind of put the drag to its test. I messed with the drag, I mean mid fight I was messing with the drag like it was nobody's business, and to be honest that's pretty impressive that I can do that without a problem and not having slippage or anything like that. But as far as the reel goes, I think it's great for finesse presentations, a little bit heavier presentations. Let's say, example, a Daiwa Alphys Air with 4-pound line. Obviously, it's going to be slightly better than that. But so far today, I'm definitely excited to try the reel for the first time. I'm really excited to have it. I'm still waiting on the Dobbins restock to really make the full package for the reel what it is. But this reel, I searched up a lot of reviews about it. I kind of knew what I was getting into when I bought the reel. So a lot of the reviews I watched are Obi-Wan Kenobi. I mean, he loves this reel, I believe. He seems like he loves this reel. And I know I like the reel so far. It's a Curado, it's strong, and I definitely feel that it did its job more than it needed to. Because I mean, as far as the reel, I mean, if the fact that it can compensate for a bad rod that isn't really meant to throw lures, I mean, it's designed to throw down to an 1/8 ounce lure, but I still say that the rod itself struggled to throw that lure. So, to be honest, the Curado BFS so far, I like it, love it. But as far as this reel goes, I think it's great. Definitely be getting more into it. I definitely be putting in like I'll probably do like a 3 months later review later on from getting it, or maybe like 6 months later, a year later, stuff like that. I'll put that out later on. But as far as the reel goes, if you're wanting to get into Bass BFS as an entry-level reel, I would say Curado BFS is where you're gonna get your quality. I mean, if you spend that extra dime versus a Zephyr versus fish band and stuff like that, you don't have that weight. The Curado BFS is honestly worth it. And as far as the money, if you're wanting just something that gets you by for finesse bass presentations, this is going to eliminate your necessity for a spinning reel. And I can definitely confidently say that because I don't find myself needing a spinning reel for this. With that said, if you guys enjoyed the content, I'm going to be posting a link down below where you guys can go and get this reel as well. If you use this link, it helps me out in the future. It doesn't become any extra cost to you, but I get a cut out of it. It's the Amazon affiliate link. Always helps me out to go more full-time with YouTube and everything. But that is it for today's video, guys. We got to get wrapped up and out of here. It's 6:17 right now. I'm getting hungry. I gotta go put the boat up and everything. I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you guys are like, commenting, and subscribing with the bell notification on. And remember, fish fear me.